was critically damaged, but it certainly serves to give you a fucking heart attack when you start up the computer.
Julian, I like how you also said, "Oh yeah, my computer's like 3 years old. It's time for an upgrade." I'm like, my computer's like 7 to 8 years old. I don't know what you're talking about.
I did not. I don't remember saying it's time for an upgrade. I said an upgrade would probably not it's getting time where an upgrade would be reasonable. I didn't say that I was going to be. I wasn't planning on upgrading it anytime soon, but then it kicked the bucket. And
I
now,
just thought that was hilarious. You never figured it out.
Well, I mean, I pretty much did figure it out by process of elimination.
Wait, you said you know it's either your power supply or your.
Yeah, and I spent like 6 hours testing power supplies, and I, dude, the computer I'm running right now is using the quote faulty power supply that might have caused the problem. So no, it's not my power supply. My power supply might have hiccuped and fried something. But
Rip.
The point is that if it is anything currently, it's my motherboard or my CPU, and testing the CPU is fucking tedious as shit. So I'm just calling it at the motherboard and leaving it at that.
Yeah, you're gonna need a new computer.
Yeah, well, no, I don't need a new computer.
Well, you probably need a new motherboard and CPU.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the CPU. I do need a new motherboard at the very least. And my mom is like, she understands. Is like, if you're gonna buy a new motherboard, like you're gonna have to assemble the computer from scratch anyway. So it seems a reasonable time to upgrade and like get a whole new computer. But the problem is that my family has a ton of recent expenses, and kind of can't afford another $2,000-ish dollars.
Yeah.
So then just get a new motherboard and CPU and power supply.
Jesus Christ, that's like a third of the price!
Yeah, but you don't have the graphics card. You don't have to worry
about the graphics card is the other third.
Just
the other third.
The other third? Alex, you mad? Holy.
Actually, did I miss a third?
No.
Yes.
No, you're good.
Anyway.
Good.
My one solace is that I don't really need to. As far as I'm aware, I don't need to replace I don't need to get new RAM.
Yeah, you have 16 gigs.
Yeah, if I transfer it, I'll have 16 gigs, and it's not amazing RAM, but 16 gigs of 2400 megahertz will look perfectly sufficient for anything I want to do. So.
Yeah, considering I have DDR3 RAM at like 1333 with 16 gigabytes.
Yeah, honestly, RAM speeds are like the least important thing in a computer.
No, I wouldn't say they're the least important thing, but they're definitely you can handle it. The amount matters more than the speed. So
yes.
16 gigs is going to be, perfectly. I already run things fine at 8 gigs, so doubling that I will not have a problem. Especially if I get a new graphics card to boot, my RAM will be stressed less because VRAM is awesome. So.
Hey, Julian.
Yes.
Do you want to know how I know VLSI fucked me? The last game I played on Steam was on March 20th.
Whoa! Oh my! How have you lived?
I know, dude.
What was the game?
Transistor.
Jesus.
Transistor.
Oh my god.
That's a fitting name for the last game that you played.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, in fairness, the last game you played on Steam is not the last game you played, but still. The Steam Summer Sale needs to start. There are a few things I want to buy.
It's in 2 days.
Allegedly.
2 days at 6 p.m.
The semester.
I need Final Fantasy X. I've got it. I have the itch. I have the FFX itch. Kill me.
If it's cheap, I might buy it myself.
Dude. I just noticed this as well. And the only game before that was on January 15th.
That's so sad! Meanwhile, me, who's been, literally permanently had Hearts of Iron open for at least the past few days.
Isn't that why you got straight C's?
I didn't get. What? I didn't. Oh, fuck you. The sad part is that like I didn't get straight C's, but I understand what you're getting at, and you're not wrong. For all intents and purposes, I got straight B's.
Yeah.
No, you got 2 A's and 2 C's.
Yes, but GPA-wise, that might as well be straight B's, you fuck.
I would rather get 2 A's and 2 C's than straight B's.
I'd actually rather get 4 B's.
I agree with Jake.
Hey, Julian.
What?
Somebody will look at it and be like,
I was gonna say let's go to Quiznos, but as I was about to say it, I remembered that there's no fucking Quiznos around
Yeah,
here.
that's so sad, man.
This was ranked too.
Let me look
Yeah,
it up
I
and see where the
Dying out.
Quiznos.
Oh, I demoted too!
Yeah, the closest one is off of 95, the one we went to last time. Fuck me.
We only lost
Yeah.
like 1 or 2 games here.
Let me see locations.
I don't want to go to the goddamn NBA tomorrow. NBA was. Hey, Pierce, when are you going? Maybe we can sit next to one another.
I don't know.
When they opened,
When does it open?
probably like 9 a.m.
I'm waking up at 9 and
Actually,
going at 10.
No,
because
advice, don't go early. Like, go at like 10 or 11.
Well, that's
Yeah, I
what
wouldn't go
I'm
that
going
early.
at 10.
That's what my dad said because he said people go before work and just go into work slightly late.
Yeah, I said I was getting up at 9 and going at 10.
10 is good. 10 is good. Okay, apparently there's a Quiznos in BWI. We probably just have to go through security to get to it.
Jesus. It's fucking worth it.
It is.
I just want my goddamn chicken carbonara.
Fuck me.
I'm up.
Why are all the Quiznos so far away?
Oh my.
Aw.
We should get back to Nottingham 4.
All right, yeah, I do need to go to bed, so.
No, you
Catch
don't.
you guys
Oh,
later.
I'm not going. Fuck that, but.
Alright, bye.
Bye bye, Alex.
See you.
Bye,
Oh
Alex.
my.
Nice, Nick.
Hi,
When are
Joel.
you going to bed, Nick?
Maybe like a little less than an hour.
Not at 6 a.m. in the IT building.
No,
Oh, he
They
missed.
missed.
Hey, Julian.
Would it be safe to say that was your hardest semester?
Up, up, up.
Yeah, it
Like,
would be.
future semesters will be easier. I'm not saying they'll be easy, but just easier.
Most likely. And the funniest thing is that I only had like one actually hard class.
Fucking VLSI.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Well, was that actually hard or was it a lot of work?
It was both.
That sucks. That's the worst combination.
One could almost say it was a lot of work because it was hard.
Nah, not. I mean, it doesn't have to be though, and it sounds like it wasn't. It sounds like it was busy work and hard busy work, which is like
Yeah,
worse than either of the two.
yeah. A lot of the time was busy work, but then a lot of it was like I have to know everything about everything.
Get out of here, dude.
Eh.
Oh wait, when I type in C into Google Chrome, it still brings up the VLSI website.
Oh no.
No.
Are you kidding me? He got that.
It knows you too well.
Wait a minute. It's still 0-0.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god,
We're able to hold on even with talking in this chat with like multiple people.
I still had the goddamn
You invited us.
flat
Yeah, we did.
club open. No.
Julian,
I should
Julian,
just delete
get this.
that from my history.
Get this. The only flat character in The Walking Dead is 6.
Oh no!
I mean, they're not wrong.
They're the worst kind of right.
Aw. Oh, nice. Oh wait, never mind. He killed
No,
you.
he blew me up. It did in. Yeah, we scored.
Perfect.
Did you really, Nick? You really changed the memes chat topic to a cock? I honestly liked Kurt Joy more because Patrick typed it out in GroupMe letter by letter and fucked it up at the last. I geeked out when I saw that. It was like KERCHOI. Kurt Joy. It was great.
Wow.
Oh, you weren't there.
No! I drove past it.
Yo, Julian, if you get a new graphics card, you should get a 1080 Ti. Can confirm is good.
Shrug, I might.
Hey, Julian, you want to hand that other one over to me?
See,
It probably wouldn't even fit in my case.
Although,
My card is
actually,
really nice.
if you're not getting a new monitor, there's no point in getting a 1080 Ti.
Yeah, I am not as committed to fucking 144 frames per second as you are. I can function perfectly. I'm sure it's nice, but I can function perfectly fine at 60.
Yeah,
So,
well,
like,
the
I
thing
have
is,
no
the reason
incentive
it's
to
nice
get-
is because of Rocket League. In Rocket League, it's actually very, very useful.
Yeah, well, the games I tend to play, like EU4, like, yeah, that'll make everything smoother, but
I
I
know.
benefit almost
no.
nothing.
When we saw Pierce, when Dan and I were there and he ran EU4, just like booted up right away and ran perfectly. Like Dan was just like,
Yeah. Triggered. Yeah. My EU4 can boot up pretty fast after I've launched it a few times, but the first time it takes fucking forever.
Pierce's boot up time, even on this very first launch after installing, was like, really quick.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Dude, that
wow,
was...
what a save, Pierce.
Are you kidding? Did you not see what they did?
I'm kidding.
You better be.
Ooh.
Come
Yeah,
on,
that's
Pierce,
right,
just
I
be
threatened
fly like a
him.
Mike G. Be fly like a Mike G, man. That's all you have to do.
On the one hand, I should continue modding going forward, but on the other hand, holy shit, I modded so much in the last few days.
Horde 4. Got the Horde 4 draft.
No,
What the hell?
I said Hoi 4.
Oh, nice.
4? Like,
Ugh.
WHORE.
Ugh.
Yeah, after Pierce's mess, I had it in.
Yeah, you did.
There's a fucking mosquito killer flying around in my room, and while on the
And
one
you're getting
hand,
extremely horny.
yes, and on the one hand, oh yeah, it's one of those times. I think
Tiger
it's time for my
mosquito.
what 7th nap
Nice.
of the day. Anyway,
Oh shit, only 7? Fucking casual.
while I admire the mosquito killer's purpose, it's fucking creepy looking, and I wish it was not here.
I personally thought I was really clever with the how can you be in the double digits if each session is 3 hours long.
I just that loses cleverness for the what the fuck factor.
Pierce, you just watch like movies or something? Like what?
I heartily recommend
At least
Game
2.
of Bones.
I need plot. I need hardcore plot.
Watch it for the plot. Anyway, I say Game of Bones. Game of Bones actually exists. I'm not joking. And,
I'm sure it does.
okay, there's this channel that Alex and I watch regularly called Alt Shift X, and he does video analyses of like Game of Thrones episodes, Game of Thrones theories, etc.
Oh yeah. I think you told us about this.
And for April Fools, he did an analysis of Game of Bones.
Nice.
There should just be
That's pretty
someone
good.
that does analysis of porns, just solely porns.
I'm sure there is. It's somewhere out there.
They're just
but
like,
it's
man,
not,
this guy has no stamina. Oh man,
Not
they're
on-
going hard.
not on YouTube.
Not on YouTube. Why not, man?
You would be
What's wrong
surprised
with
at the amount of porn there is on YouTube.
I would not be surprised. But the thing is, like, it's one thing to be, you know, corner of the fucking web, like no one's gonna ever check this YouTube, and a channel literally dedicated to analyzing porn.
What was that video that was like a criticism of Second Life that Critical put on Pornhub?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Critical actually put a bunch of videos up on Pornhub, and like, some of them were funny. He put the fucking turbo hotness up on Pornhub, but he's also put like legitimate like commentary videos of over games on Pornhub as like protests to YouTube.
Plus link in chat.
Yo, I was disappointed when Turbo Hotness wasn't the full like 7 minutes long.
Yeah, dude. Through the fire and flames.
Jake, you do know what turbo hotness is, right?
Nope.
It's a girl fingering herself to the tune of Through the Fire and the Flames.
Through the flames. Carry on.
It's more the guitar, honestly.
I'm trying to visualize it while I play Rocket League, guys.
I feel like that's a distraction.
We might be distracted, but we're neutral currently.
Yeah, we're currently tied in this game.
I am 2 missions away from finishing LA Noire. Maybe I should do that.
Oh,
LA Noire is shit.
You're shit.
Thanks.
Dude, it's funny. I finished all of Tomb Raider in 2 days, 3 days, and I've only played like an hour of Tomb Raider. Whatever the
Rise of the
second
Tomb
one.
Raider.
Yeah.
I've played like 7 or 8 hours of Rise of the Tomb Raider. I would have finished it by now because I like actually found it quite fun, but my computer shit itself, so I kind of can't.
Oh yeah.
The same is true of Mass Effect Andromeda. I probably would have played
Mass
through the
Effect
entirety of
Andromeda's
Mass
shit
Effect Andromeda,
It's
but
shit
my
low.
computer shit itself. I've even uninstalled it.
It's
And yeah,
terrible.
honestly, apparently you're objectively correct, but I was enjoying it. It's been getting steadily improved by patches, but as you and others have mentioned, you can't fix the shoddy writing and plot. So
Yep.
You also can't fix its reputation for when it was
Yeah.
released.
Yeah, but
Well,
that doesn't matter to me as much.
But that's
I
the same
was
thing with
enjoying it.
SimCity also.
yeah, SimCity had an abysmal release, but people generally like it now. The thing is,
Yeah, but it's
Mass
not a
Effect
AAA game.
yes, it is.
It's
SimCity
not like.
is totally a AAA game. SimCity
that
is a
definitely-
very popular IP.
Yeah, but I don't think that makes it AAA. Like, it didn't cost like as
It
Oh,
much
costs
as.
$60.
No. Not like to buy, but to make.
Uh-oh.
I honestly
like-
wouldn't be surprised if it cost quite the pretty penny to make SimCity.
Yeah, it had a lot going for it, like...
It genuinely wasn't a bad game. It just got a really shitty reputation from a really bad launch and DRM.
Yeah. And you can blame that all on EA, so...
Yep, it's a classic EA trademark.
Because I remember Day 9 playing it, and he was just like, man,
Dude.
can't get on.
No, the Day 9 SimCity series remains probably my favorite series from him of all time.
I don't
It is
remember
so
exactly what's so good
hilarious.
about it.
I distinctly remember one of the only times I've been reduced to tears laughing was while watching his
Well,
SimCity
Pierce
footage.
probably just sent tears earlier, so...
Maybe.
Yeah.
More like couldn't breathe.
Yeah, we can tell from the...
Ah. All right, we're not. Yeah. It was 2-2, and now it's 2-5.
Well, at any rate, I want to get back to Mass Effect Andromeda.
No, you don't.
The combat, at the very least, is probably the best in the series so far, so it's got that going for it, which is nice.
Nice, dude.
And one day I'll finish Dragon Age Inquisition. It'll fucking happen.
Dude, I was thinking of that like yesterday.
It was a good game, and I genuinely enjoyed it. It's just a completionist nightmare, and nothing can change that. Fuck.
That's kind of how I feel about Zelda. Like, I still haven't finished that.
You mean the new one?
Yeah, the new one. But
See, the
also,
The new one's like... New one's like
I don't-
open world, so like... You can,
I know.
You eat it.
Oh
Well,
crap.
okay. I don't know exactly how the new Zelda works, but the problem with Dragon Age Inquisition is that it has so much content, but a lot of it's side quests, and if you're a completionist like me, you will do all those side quests because it's an RPG, so you get to meet new characters, new storylines, shit like that.
Yeah.
The problem is that the world doesn't level with you. So if you do all of the side quests, you over level everything to like fucking ridiculous levels.
Mm,
and
that
That's why you
sucks.
play on
that
Nightmare.
that makes it way like more boring to
boy.
play because it's fine up until like level 20-ish, but then you're way above everything else, and then the game just gets boring.
Ah!
Julian, that is when you increase the difficulty.
You're not wrong, but no.
You aren't a real man until you play the entire game on Nightmare.
Fuck that. Is Nightmare the
Oh,
difficulty with mandatory friendly fire? Oh wait, no, they turned that off.
That's only on Dragon Age 2.
Yeah.
Wait.
in
Mandatory
Inquisition,
friendly
it's
fire as
separate.
in you must shoot your party members?
No. As in you
Mandatory
can't.
enabled.
As in you can't turn it off.
You can only shoot
No.
your allies.
In Inquisition.
Yeah, that's really fucking. It's a pretty difficult game. You can't even attack the enemy.
In Inquisition, friendly fire is independent of difficulty, but the thing is, you should really just leave it off in Inquisition because
Yeah.
none of the spells are
So
designed around
much
it.
AOE.
I missed that gold pierce.
See, the
uh,
thing
go
about
back.
Dragon Age is that it combines tedium and difficulty to such a degree that I making it more difficult by like upping the difficulty from normal to hard.
Send it.
It doesn't. The way it approaches difficulty is just making everything into fucking damage sponges, and I hate that type of difficulty increase.
Fake difficulty.
Does it?
I believe so.
It's
And
been
of
too
course,
long
like,
for me to remember.
And of course, like do more damage and shit.
Yeah,
I
the only
don't
thing I remember is
honestly
that things
remember,
hit a
but-
lot harder.
Yeah, I don't honestly, like, genuinely remember. I do know that they're harder to kill, but that's
But, like,
generally the case.
If you like to optimize your strategy, then playing on a higher difficulty would probably be good for you.
I didn't say I like to optimize my strategy. I just said I like to do all the side quests.
Isn't it optimizing a strategy though?
No, that's
No,
not
really.
optimizing a strategy.
Optimizing a strategy is like maximizing your stats and skill orders and shit.
I mean, you're pretty
Well,
much
like-
doing that by
and
doing
parties
everything.
and party setup.
Like, you don't even have to do... Yeah, like, I was talking more about how you set up your party. Like, crap, who's the guy who's, like, the ex-warden that you get?
Grey Wall.
Yeah, Grey Wall. He's fucking ridiculous.
And
And also if you set up
Black
his-
Wall. I got the
Black
wrong
Wall.
shade. It's Black Wall though.
And also... Yeah, who's the one who's the, crap, I can't remember any of the names. The, like, mage tank. What class is that?
That's the Knight Enchanter.
Yeah, Knight Enchanter.
What? I thought he was gonna hit it. I was going for the
The
block.
Knight Enchanter used to be broken overpowered. It's not anymore.
It's the
It's
fact
still
that
good.
you missed, he missed, and then I know where.
Oh, that's right, patches
So I was
exist.
like,
Yeah, ever since the last DLC came out, Trespasser, they nerfed Knight Enchanter, and it's not broken OP. You could solo the whole game with the Knight Enchanter anymore. It's still good though.
I don't remember Inquisition that much, but I know that in 2 choke points were extremely important.
I mean, choke points will always be important in any game that values AoE, so it's safe to say they're important in Inquisition.
Yeah, well, just use those.
Oh my
Problem
gosh.
solved.
That was
It's
bad.
funny, you can tell they got carried away on the first boss in the prologue because he's like ridiculous compared to anything for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
nice. My second hit was a little.
Meh. Yeah, I know. You landed a bit wrong.
The hardest boss that I had to fight was if you tried to side with the Templars in the first part of the game. The last boss in the Templar section is really fucking difficult.
Sorry, what section are you talking about? Is this...
You know when you have to choose between the mages and the Templars and Inquisition?
You mean the assassins and the
Yeah.
Templars?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure,
if you-
yeah.
if you try to get the Templars on your side, the last boss in that like section is really fucking hard.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
so I
hardest
have-
boss.
Wasn't anything I could do.
Yeah, know.
I can
only
only
ever
remember
go
the
for the
sections.
mages. I only
Yeah,
ever go
that's
for
what
the
I did.
mages, and the Templar section is much longer, but it's pretty fucking cool. I would say the Templar section is probably cooler than the mage, but it's way longer and more annoying. So, and besides, siding with the mages made sense in the circumstances of the story. So,
I can't remember anything's names. I can just remember what it looked like, you know? It's been too long.
what are you thinking of? I could probably put a name to it. I remember a lot of the names from Dragon Age.
Okay, so on the mage storyline, there was this part where you're like storming a castle, and you get no time to rest or recuperate. It's just that there's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 different like stands with potions in them. And once they're gone, they're gone. And the boss from the end of that like castle section was pretty ridiculous. At least on Nightmare. The problem is there's probably more than one castle.
Rip. That's
No,
probably me getting
there-
demoted now.
There isn't. I'm just trying to.
It was like a
Oh,
rundown
yeah.
castle, and you're like super close to the crack in the sky.
I'd say we should stop for now.
What? No, no. Let's at least play some normals
I
or something.
don't. That's not. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think that's the mages. I think that's the wardens.
Oh, you're fighting the wardens at that point?
That. The entire section is named What Pride Had Wrought, and I remember that because it's a badass name and I fucking love it. But that's the only segment I can think of where you're storming a castle and you are like.
The boss I'm thinking about, I'm pretty sure he's like the big antagonist of the story up to that point. I just can't remember what his deal was.
Was he the time traveling douche canoe?
Yeah, like you get to see the people when you were gone for like eons, and they're all your party members are all
Yeah,
fucked.
okay, that's definitely the mage section. What was his name? Alexius.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I used up all the like potions that were provided before I got to the final or the boss of the section, and that ended up making him pretty ridiculous on Nightmare.
Yeah, Alexius is. I mean, even on normal, he was pretty hard. So,
Yeah, he was.
but the final boss in the Templar
Fuck you,
section
Jake.
is fucking.
Hey, how do you know I didn't play it?
Because you only play Rocket League. That's how I know.
It's true. I don't even know
Also,
what I'm
I
talking
guess-
about.
Kill
either.
these charges.
Also, I guess spoilers, because I don't know if you ever fought the Templars when you played through Inquisition. Probably not.
I did not. I didn't
You
get.
eventually do. Spoiler alert.
Well, I mean, I figured. I kind of figured that, but the farthest I got was right before starting In Your Heart Shall Burn.
What? How did you stop at that point?
I don't know, dude, but it was 2 years ago.
What game are you talking about?
Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yep,
God
don't have it.
damn it. How do you stop before something as coolly named as In Your Heart Shall Burn?
Why I thought you were going for it. Oh, that was you!
That was me.
I thought that you were gonna hit it, so I stopped going for it, and then you just didn't go for it. Or,
No, I ran out of boost. Rip.
Wow, look
Well-
at these people throwing.
I'm gonna go finish up LA Noire, so goodbye
Yo.
forever.
Yo, speaking of
Bye,
EA
Joe.
games, are you guys going to get the new Battlefront?
No.
Star Wars?
Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Please,
Because I thought it looked pretty good, but I've never played any of them.
I mean, Battlefront, the first Star Wars Battlefront looked good.
And it was
And-
shit.
So I would definitely, I might buy it, but I would withhold judgment until after it releases.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to like pre-purchase it or
Yeah,
whatever.
don't say the P word.
P.
The only game in recent memory that I pre-ordered was Zelda, and that's
The
because
only
I
game in
just
recent-
know I'm gonna buy it anyway, even if it sucked.
I believe the only game I pre-ordered recently was Toy 4.
The only thing I ever pre-ordered was SWTOR.
Good investment, I'd say.
Yeah, it was. Especially that time, Julian, when I was playing the Trooper and you were playing the Smuggler. And literally every time you tried to accept money, I was like, nah. That's
You were such a
fine."
piece of shit!
It's funny because the last game I pre-ordered was StarCraft Legacy of the Void, and I don't even play it.
I also, I mean, like, I played through the entirety of the campaign for Legacy of the Void, and, you know,
I
like
did it.
it.
I pre-ordered it so I could get it early, and then I played the first mission in the campaign and stopped.
Wow! I always play the StarCraft campaigns. I love the StarCraft storyline.
I do too, but it's just like I was
You piece of shit!
I was so out of practice and I sucked so badly. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this right now. I was like, I'll come back later. And then I just never got
And
back.
then famous last words.
Does StarCraft have difficulty for the AI?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And it's not like arbitrary difficulty. The AI definitely gets better.
Well,
Interesting.
on
They
the
actually
most
do it the correct way.
well, on the most extreme setting, they actually get double resources and double.
Yeah,
food.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
Oh,
they get
okay, so they cheat a little.
They get bonuses and cheats, but the AI also gets better. Like, it knows what it's doing
Yeah.
more.
And I feel like at the most difficult thing, it can like partially see what you're doing too.
It's not like Civ, where the AI doesn't get any better, it just gets retarded bonuses.
Dude, Alien Isolation does difficulty the right way by just making everything smarter. There are no bonuses or anything to their like health or damage output or anything.
That pinch though.
Final Fantasy X doesn't have difficulty settings.
Wow.
It's just really
Yep.
fucking hard.
It's not
It's
actually that
if,
hard.
It's hard if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Dude, you remember Sinspawn Gui?
Yes, that is the first boss battle in the game where I literally would spend hours at a time on when I was young because I like could not fucking do that fight, and yet nowadays it's like a one-shot easy peasy ordeal.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I must have sucked as a kid.
Yeah.
You know how long that took me?
I mean, I feel like the difference
Wow.
probably is that the main difference I know is that I pre-charge my overdrives before that fight, but as a kid I probably never did that.
I deliberately make sure not to do that for a fight
Why?
because it just doesn't feel right to me.
Wait, what game are we talking about?
We're
Final
talking about
Fantasy
Final
X.
Fantasy X. Yeah. Anyway,
Never played it.
you should. It's a really good game. Anyway,
It is. It's also a good gateway Final Fantasy, I've found.
the
Gateway drug.
I pre-charge my overdrives because the problem I've actually this is something I actually discovered in my recent playthrough. I've finally started to get away from that ordeal when I'm playing any game where you get like an ultimate attack or a really nice item and you're gonna like
Too
you're like
awesome to use.
I'm gonna save this. It's too awesome to use. I'm gonna save it for when I know I need it. And of course the moment where you're like I need to use this never comes, so you like literally just go without using it for God knows how long.
There's a BroZD video about that. You should watch it.
Yeah, I actually have.
But I only have 54 of them.
But it's the last boss fight. Anyway, so in my recent FFX playthrough, and I do one like every year or two, I used overdrive pretty much every time I had it, and it was actually really nice. Especially because it took me this long to realize that using your overdrives more, like, unlocks more overdrive.
Yep.
And I'm a moron.
Dude, I had broken out of the item hoarding mentality maybe a little over a year ago, and it's so much nicer to like actually use, to not be afraid to use consumables.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
with in Rocket League.
I wouldn't know about that.
I guess part of
There
the
are
issue,
no
The joke
items.
is that there are no consumables.
I see.
part of
Wait, yes,
the
there are.
issue
They're
is that
boosts.
when I was a dumb kid,
True.
I didn't realize that there were different overdrive modes that like you could use for different people that would
Stoic.
benefit them more. Yeah, you
Only
kept on
stoic.
stoic all the time, and because like I would begin, especially by like mid game, I would start to one shot things. Like stoic would never ever proc, and I would
Yeah.
be like, why am I not getting any overdrive? But of course, once you know to fucking switch your overdrive mode to not stoic for anyone other than Orin, you're pretty much fine. I know it's getting around time for another Final Fantasy X playthrough when I'm like, I really want to listen to Orin's theme right now.
See. This isn't like probably super relevant to you, but you know the PC version actually has cheats that Square provided.
Really?
Yep, they have.
Julian's gonna cheat now.
No,
Probably not.
I know that game way too well to possibly cheat in it.
I see
They
dead
have-
people.
I cheated in EU4 and I've have like 1,200-ish
I-
hours.
No, you, okay, do you cheat or do you exploit? Those are two different things.
I mean, I have occasionally used console commands.
I mean, okay, yeah, but when you're playing on Iron Man, do you play on Iron? I pretty much exclusively play on Iron Man nowadays.
Yeah, it's a good way of getting me to not cheat.
Yeah, the only I will let myself do exploits if they're not. If I don't have to go out of my way to do them, I will do exploits. So with that, like the old diplomat glitch where you could. You know,
Oh yeah, I would do that all the time.
I would do that. Yeah, I would do that because it's not that hard to do. You can do it while you're doing other things. You don't have to go out of your way to do it. But when I was in my Ching game and I conquered Japan, it was back in the time where you could do a Kyoto exploit and literally farm infinite monarch points and prestige, and I could have done it, but I didn't because it requires you to go out of your way to do it. So fuck that.
Okay, here's what they add to the PC port: autosave, speed up for double, quadruple, and ×8 speeds, fully charged overdrive, modify encounter rates to be stupidly high or off entirely, thus making
That
them
is nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I
makes
guess
no
you can just
encounters
get
useless.
yeah, you can just get an item with no encounters, but why bother?
Yep.
Wait, Pierce, you got a pool shot? What?
And you can get
What?
99 of every
You
non-key
got a
item in the
pool
game.
shot.
That cheat I could see myself using just because
For
farming
farming.
up materials is tedious
Okay.
as fuck.
Yep, and it'll still be tedious moving everyone around the sphere grid at the end game.
Yeah, and it's like it cuts down on the tedium but doesn't get rid of it, and I can abide by that.
At the very least, you won't have to kill Earth Eater a billion times.
The thing I remember killing a billion times was the fucking eyeball. God, I forget its
Dude,
name.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's like one of the earlier ones you do.
Yeah, it's one of the early ones you do to get. It's what you do to get your setup, your weapon setup to farm XP. It's like triple overdrive, triple XP, and one other thing that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, AP to XP.
Yes. Yeah, and you literally level your characters up to 99, you know, every fight once with the Dawn Tonberry.
Did you know there's actually an infinite loop you can get into in this game? Like, I mean, you can actually basically soft lock the game in battle. What you need to do is, you know, the God damn it, I can't remember its name. It's an arena monster that looks like one of the armored guys that Arn cuts through in the tutorial. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Fuck you, Pierce. When you first get Arn and you're on the Mihen High Road,
okay, yeah, I know the thing you are talking about. I don't know its name though.
Okay, yeah, well, there's an arena monster that looks like that. And he has this move that is rank 1 priority and causes major delay. So what you do is you summon Anima, put on Protect and Regen, then you get that thing to, you set Anima to shield, and when that little bastard in the arena starts using that move, it'll never be able to outdamage the regen, but because it's rank 1 and deals massive delay, it'll never end.
Like, Anima will never get to go again.
Exactly, he will never get a turn.
Rip. Also, Anima's a she, bitch.
Anima's what?
Anima is a she.
Oh, did I say he? Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I know it's Seymour's bitch mom.
Yep. Wow, spoilers!
We are so bad.
God. Now I
Hey!
play Final Fantasy X so bad.
Dude, no one ever figured out how to repackage
Jake.
the compressed
I'm
game
done.
resources. Which means I was never able to fuck with con.